Hi, my name is Megan Heckman. I'm a student at Neuro Rehab and Balance Center. I have had such a great experience so far and the opportunity to meet so many new people and work with so many great OTs, PTs, and speech. I've really enjoyed my time there. In my first few weeks at Neuro Rehab and Balance Center, I had a patient who suffered from a TBI. My CI had been working with him for several weeks on just attention and concentration, some just strengthening, and so his ultimate goal was to live independently and to return to work. I decided I would create an activity that would focus on return to work. So this is a work task activity that I came up with, and what it really focuses on is many different skills. So concentration, attention, memory, problem solving, and just multitasking. With a TBI, that can be really difficult to attend to a task. There can be so many distractions, and so just kind of working on these skills can be so important for those who've suffered from a TBI. Some other things that we focused on with him as well included modifying his environment, making post-it notes for him to remember how to do certain things on the computer, so memory compensations, and just rearranging his environment to be better for him as well. So I'm going to go into talking about my project a little bit more. So this is my project. It is called So Many Possibilities, a work task activity. So the goal of this activity is working on those higher level cognitive thinking. So with emphasis on that attention, concentration, divided attention, following directions, problem solving, and memory as well. So the patient pretends that they are working at this pet store and have to do several tasks that I will go over in a little bit. So the different activities that you can do include taking inventory. So first having the patient use the receipts to count up all the items and take note in that inventory chart how many of each item there is, or attending to the note at the bottom of the inventory page that talks about who to call to restock items. Then you can also organize receipts in alphabetical order using the box with the dividers, or you can add up the receipts totals, either using the sheets or the individual cards. Patients can begin with either of the tasks above, and you can change the length of it by only having them total the cost, have them only sort out the receipts, or add up inventory, or make it longer by incorporating all of those tasks. During the tasks, the patients will have multiple things that they have to do, while also making sure to notice that 2 of the receipts do not tell the specific items, and they will have to problem solve how to determine that size of the item. Hopefully the patient will use the number on the card and call the customer using an actual phone that you will give them. And then another time a patient will receive an email from a customer and they have to figure out the mistake as well. This sheet lists all the materials that you will need to give to your patient, such as the item list, inventory sheet, 3 sheets of receipts, or you can just do individual receipt cards that can be found in the box, as well as the card box. Now I'm going to go over the worksheets that are provided within the folder. The next thing is the item list. This can also be found in the inventory as well. It really just lists all the items that are in the store and how much each of them cost. I will provide this sheet for the patient in order to check things off. I think it's an easier way to do it when they're doing the inventory. So then this is the inventory sheet, and this has as well all of the products that they sell, the prices, and the number of each of the product that's in stock. So the patient is asked to fill out the number of products that are sold once they are counting up all of the products on each of the receipts. Then from there they total up the number from all the items that were sold based on the price, And from there, they have to determine what needs restocked. Notes down at the bottom in which your patient will have to look for. And it says if there are less than 10 items left in inventory, they will have to call that number. So simulate it as if it is actual work task and have them use the number to call after they have determined which products need to be restocked. So these are the receipts. There should be 3 pages of them. These receipts tell you the name of the person and their phone number, as well as the items that they have bought. So we also have them cut out in individual cards. When it's on a big sheet, I figured it would be a good visual scanning. And then the little cards are just more to manipulate, and for that you would also put them in the box that was given in alphabetical order by last name. So for just this sheet, just have the patient total up the costs of each of the receipts and make sure that they record in the inventory the number of products sold. Okay, so this is the box that will be given to the patient as well. This has small little receipts in it, so you can give the patient a pile of these, have them figure out the total cost at the bottom, or just use them to fill out the inventory sheet. As they go through, they can organize them alphabetically by last name. The other option is using these sheets that have all of them as well. You can have them fill these sheets out with all the total costs and then give them these cards to file as another task to do. Additionally, to incorporate some of that multitasking and divided attention, you will simulate that an email has been sent to the patient regarding an order, and the patient must respond by fixing that order as best as they can and being able to problem solve what to do next. Additionally, there are going to be 2 receipts where the customer did not specify what size was needed, and that will also be another opportunity for the patient to problem solve what they should do. In that circumstance, the patient should use the telephone that is provided to call. This is all in that first instructions page as well if you need to refer back to that. Next, I just wanted to talk about the answer sheets at the back of the folder. So this will have all the answers for the inventory page, as well as a little cheat sheet for you to know which customer had the change in order so that you're able to follow along with your patient as well. It will also have a sheet of all of the totals from the receipts added up as well. Okay, well, I hope you guys found this activity helpful, and hopefully that you can use it in your future sessions. I think it's a really great one for someone who's working on multitasking and also return to work. It's an area that we don't always see, but it is a great tool that I think you should give it a try.